So today I speak about something which affects each and every one of us. It is South Africa's water crisis. We're going to find out about the level 3 water restrictions, try to knuckle down and find out what it is exactly, why it is being implemented, as well as what I don't understand about it. We're going to be speaking about gardening. We're going to be speaking of how to garden and also to have a beautiful garden with bright colored flowers and plants, etc. that don't require a lot of water. Right here, only on KWM Radio. It is your podcast radio station with me, Keenan Williams.
Your radio never sounded better.
KWM Radio with Keenan Williams.
So level 3 water restrictions have been implemented. It is a crisis in South Africa. It has been implemented from the 1st of November. It says that no hose pipes are allowed to be used, as well as borehole or well point should be properly indicated with the correct signage. To apply for it, you can go check it out on capetown.gov.za's website and follow the prompts over there. I remember the days when I was younger. We weren't faced with a water crisis. I think I was around in grade 8 or whatever. But back then, I didn't really have a shower. We used to bath, etc., etc. when I still lived with my parents. And we used to reuse bath water to such an extent that, say for example, my sister, she was the youngest, she should bath first, she should leave the water in, I should bath in that water, and sometimes my dad would bath in that water as well. He would then scoop out the water, place it into buckets, and he'd water the garden with it, and that would help with the flourishing of our flowers, beautiful garden beds, as well as beautiful lawns as well. Looked absolutely amazing. I'm not saying that we should do that. I'm saying that that is something that I did back when I was younger, and that I was told to treat water with respect and also to save water where I can. Another story which I can tell you right now, I had a camp a few years ago at a particular organization I was working at, and we were camping out high up in the mountains, and we had these dormitories, and when we had to shower, they told us, do a cowboy shower. This is what you do. We want you to sing in the shower, try to sing a 2-minute song and try to have a shower for 2 minutes so you can save some water. We're trying to conserve water, and we're also trying to be water wise here at this camp. So they told us, you wet your body a little bit, then you turn the water off and you put on as much soap as you want to. You can take as long as you want to while you're putting on the soap and the water is off. You can do that for the next 10 minutes if you want, and then you just rinse off the soap. And that's a good way of showering. I still do it to this day. Since that time, since they told us, that is how I shower. Another way which us as South Africans we should also try doing is perhaps trying to put a bucket in the shower before we get into the shower, because we all wait for the water to get a little bit warm. We don't want to get into an ice cold shower. I know that I used to have ice cold showers when I still lived in a particular area in Cape Town, but right now I do wait for the water to go on. So put the bucket in the shower when the water is busy running. You can even keep it in there while you are showering. Collect that water and use that water for watering your gardens, etc. Now, the reason why level 3 water restrictions has been implemented in South Africa, and Cape Town being the front runner in it, is because our dam levels are exorbitantly low. Some reports also say that it could take up to 5 years for our dams to fill up again. I have seen some reports saying that this is the worst drought that South Africa has experienced since the 1900s. I think it's 1909. I can stand to be corrected in that. But there's some things that I don't understand. I don't understand how, level 3 water restrictions has been implemented. The water shortage is a crisis in South Africa, but we still get some South Africans, some Cape Townians who are not conserving water, who are not trying to save every little droplet of water and not seeing that this is a crisis. There has been warnings which has come out. Some of our ministers in the water and sanitation department saying that, if we're not going to get rainfall by next year, some areas in South Africa, some people's going to open their taps and nothing's going to come out of it because the water crisis is so serious. So we are going to delve into it. We are going to be experiencing this level 3 water restrictions. We are told that we should try to conserve our water. We should try to use as little water as we can, especially in the summer months. We are going to have the time where, it's going to be really, really hot. We're going to experience scorching hot weather in South Africa. We are by all means in the southern hemisphere, and we are going to experience hot weather. So what we should try to do is not to fill up our pools and try to use and spare water where we can. What I don't understand is why I can't use a hose pipe. They're saying that you can't use a hose pipe when you're going to be watering your lawn, even if it is with borehole or well point water. And one of the rules states that ornamented water fountains or features can only be operated by recycling water, or if using non-potable water. Non-potable meaning that it's either boil water, grey water, well point water, and so on. But my big question is, what about refilling my fish pond? When I did refill my fish pond, I refilled it with normal drinking tap water. It does become a bit of a problem. I currently have some koi fish, some goldfish, some angelfish, and some sites that I have been reading on and trying to find out about which water can I use in my fish pond. Is tap water suitable? Some saying that tap water or municipal water may contain some traces of chlorine, so I checked if I can use boil water as well. Some of the other sites say that boil water contains some salts such as calcium carbonate or magnesium sulfate, which could cause water hardness. It may also be dangerous for aquatic organisms. So to stay clear, or to have a clear vision of how you're going to be caring for your aquatic organisms or your fish, your sea creatures, etc., if you do have a pond or if you do have fish tanks, I think it's rather best to speak to your local pet shop about how you are going to be caring for your fish or for your or for the animals living in your fish tanks. I think that is the best thing to do. You're listening to KWM Radio. My name is Keenan Williams. It is a pre-record. It is a podcast, and we're talking about the water crisis. We're talking about the water issues in South Africa, delving into this level 3 water restrictions which has been implemented. You can check it out on all and particular sites. Just after these, we are going to be talking about gardening, what we can be gardening, and we're going to be talking about some of those beautiful, beautiful flowers and plants.
These beats are hot. In the mix with the baddest DJ.
So we are checking out gardening when it comes to these level 3 water restrictions. South Africa is faced with a water crisis, and as I mentioned, it has been implemented since the 1st of November. No hose pipes are allowed, and borehole or well points need to have the correct signage up, and I applied for mine as well. They give you this bounce back email, which you do get, and they tell you that if you are going to be checked for using your borehole or well point water and you don't have the signage up, just show this notice, and you will get your signage to you. So go ahead and do that. Go check it out on capetown.gov.za's website. I don't have the correct details with me, but by all means it will be found over there. Or if you are going to be researching level 3 water restrictions, and check it out on a particular news site. So we're checking out gardening. Our lawns need a lot of water, and I have had an interview a few weeks ago about fake grass or fake lawn alternatives, and this particular gentleman, he told us that fake grass, fake lawn, they have been receiving a lot of phone calls, especially now that level 3 water restrictions have been implemented, and prior to that as well, people asking about the fake grass and fake lawn alternatives. It does not look real for many. The color might be too bright, or it might be too dull. There's just something about it, and you would like something natural. I would like something natural, but it is something that I have been considering as well, thinking about, and saying, okay, my grass is looking a bit on the brown side, and how is this fake grass or fake lawn alternatives really going to suit my home? Is it going to look good? Is it going to feel good under the foot? And also, if it's going to be a smoldering hot day, and may it be 42 degrees on some day in December, is it really going to suit us well? Is it really going to keep cool? If I'm going to walk over it bare feet on a super hot day, is my feet not going to burn? Because they do say that there are some traces of petroleum in it, and it is quite hazardous as well. So I have been looking into the fake grass and fake lawn alternatives. If you do have any insight on it, if you are thinking of putting in fake grass, fake lawn alternatives, what is the information that you have found? Maybe you do have this fake grass or fake lawn alternatives. Let me know about it. How do you feel about it? How long does it last for? How do you clean it, etc., etc.? Now we're talking about plants besides cactus, which are low in maintenance and water consumption. One that I did found was the hosta. That looks absolutely beautiful. It's a green type of plant which requires very little water. It can survive in sun or shade, and this plant thrives when you basically ignore it. Which, in our busy days, in our busy lives, this plant is probably a good one. I like the 4 o'clock. It's a beautiful one too. This trumpet-shaped annual does best in full sun, but can take some shade. They quickly blossom and thrive in almost any type of soil. And the best part, they keep your garden smelling great in summer, all summer long. I love that. I love it. That it's not just a plant that looks good, it's a plant that smells good as well. I don't want it to be too strong of a smell. I want it to be a good smell. That when I go into my garden, may it be in the evening when the mist is coming through, on a nice summer's night, that my garden will smell great as well. In the mix we have milfoil, which produces stems with flowers in bright yellow, planted in direct sunlight. Only water it when planting it. And then another one also on the list is orange daylily, which thrives in sunny terrains. If you know of any plants that I can plant in my garden, I'm not talking about the green ones like cactuses, etc., etc. I'm talking about colorful plants, the pinks, the reds, the yellows, the blues, the different colors of the rainbow. They don't require a lot of maintenance. They don't require a lot of water. And, it is going to be those plants which is going to survive in our hot summer's weather in Cape Town and in South Africa. You can let us know on our Facebook page. If you haven't liked our Facebook page yet, go ahead and do that. All you need to do is go to your search box on Facebook and type in KWM. Be a part of the conversation. Be in the know of everything that is happening here at KWM Radio with me, Keenan Williams. Now, there are lots of things. There is lots of things that we can say about the water crisis in South Africa. There's lots of things we can say about the level 3 water restrictions in South Africa. We just broke it down. We were talking about some of the concerns that we have. We were talking about some of the concerns that many other South Africans are having about why can't I hose down my lawn? What about those people I jog past every night? I'm not talking about people I jog past. I'm talking about houses I jog past, and the sprinklers are on full blaze. Sometimes the sprinklers are not even faced to water the garden. It's actually faced and hitting the tarred road and running into the gutters, wasting that precious water, may it be borehole or well point water or even fresh water, especially now that we're faced with a heavy crisis in South Africa where our dam levels are exorbitantly low, where some minister in the water and sanitation department, I can stand to be corrected, someone told me that this minister said that South Africans should take this water crisis very seriously, and that we should perhaps try to shower once a week. It is going to be difficult, traveling in public transport and finding someone smelly next to you who couldn't shower, couldn't bath because they are abiding by this law or abiding by this rule. But I think it's an absolutely silly rule, a silly law. But it is just my opinion to it. And the water is a crisis in South Africa. The taps are running dry, and one of these fine days we're going to have sand running through the taps. But for now, from myself, Keenan Williams, it's bye-bye.
From the Windy City to the land of the rising sun, it's K